Okay, so lie on your back. And feel your body on the floor. Feel your back. And on the upper back, focus on your shoulder blades. On the floor, that you will feel differences. And feel also the space in between the shoulder blades, if there is contact or not on the floor. And see where your palms are facing. They are to the floor, to your body, to the ceiling. And you are going to turn your hands to face either to the floor or to the ceiling, one way and then the other, and just observe all along your arm and at the end in the shoulder blade how it's changing as you change the orientation of the palm. So the palm of the hand is sometimes to the ceiling, sometimes to the floor. And you feel what it does to your shoulder blades. Make sure you don't do the movement only from the elbow, so that make it that the turn continues and you can feel in your back how the shoulder blade is moving. And you can feel it also in the chest. Because the rib cage is just above the shoulder blades, so when the shoulder blades are moving, we need a space in between the rib cage and the shoulder blades for them to move. So see what happens in your sternum and the rib cage as your palm is to the ceiling and as your palm is to the floor, and in the space in between the shoulder blades. Feel your pelvis on the floor. Your legs. And come to sit. So you are going to sit on the floor with the knees to the sides and the hands a bit behind of you, with the fingers pointing to your feet. The fingers of your hands are towards your feet. If it's not totally comfortable, you can open them a bit to the sides, but rather you want them towards your feet, the fingers pointing towards your feet. And here make circles with your head. Simple, and you don't mind how, can be any circle, but slow and round. If you do circles very quick, you will get dizzy, it will not feel good. So But of course, it can be not so easy some part to be round and to make a circle, so look for which kind of circle you can do easily with the head. Change the direction of the circle. Observe if you use your hands on the floor, if you change at some point the pressure of the hands on the floor. Observe if there is changing in the sitting bones on the floor as you make the circle. The hands are behind of you, supporting you, so you don't need to keep you straight by yourself. You have your arms there that help you to be in the position.
With the eyes closed or open?
This is up to you. You can open and close at certain point. Stop it. Rest a moment on sitting. And again, sit again with the hands behind of you. The knees to the sides. And you imagine you are a turtle. So you have the turtle has the house, which is her shell. And you are going to bring the head inside the house and then outside. So your chest and your back is the house of the turtle, and you want to bring the head inside the house, and then it gets out very long. So it's not to bring the head forward or backwards, so you want to put it inside the shell and then out very long. Like the turtles, you can remember the neck, how it's unfolding, and the head goes out, and then the head goes in. And you cannot put your head totally inside, but go as much as you can to bring the head inside your chest, inside your back, and then just bring it out. And when it goes out, it's very long, like the turtle. And this you do with open eyes, and you are always looking at the horizon. The horizon may low and up with your eyes, but your face is always in front of you. You are not looking down to the floor, you are not looking up to the ceiling, you are always looking in front of you. You are always looking in front of you, your eyes, your face is always flat in front of you. And the head is coming inside the house and outside. And how you use your hands, what happens everywhere in your body. Never look at the ceiling, no look at the ceiling, no look at the floor. Always in front of you. Your eyes always in front of you. Not look at the floor, not look at the ceiling. Always in front of you, and the head goes up and down. Okay, leave it alone, lie on your back and rest. Observe how you feel now there. And stand your legs, bring your legs to stand. The feet comfortably apart one another. Bring your attention to the right shoulder and bring the right shoulder forward and back to its place. So it's only the right shoulder going towards the ceiling, same direction. Forward is where you are looking, so just forward or to the ceiling and then back to resting position. Observe the leaning of the back on the floor, how it makes this movement to be very soft. And can you feel how the shoulder blade is moving as you bring the shoulder forward? The back of you it's sliding on the ribs, rather under the ribs, and going where? And observe your head, your neck is very close to the shoulder, so maybe it's affected by the movement. And how you feel the right and left part of your chest, rib cage. Do the same thing now with the left shoulder and see how is it with this shoulder. The left one going forward and then coming to rest. Is the head moving or not? How? Different with this shoulder. Feel the shoulder blade. Where is moving this shoulder blade? On your back. And now instead of bringing the shoulder forward, bring it backwards. So you will bring the left shoulder more to the floor and you will press with it into the floor. And let go. And again you press, approach the floor, touch the floor, press the floor, gently continuity for a while and then you let go. And see what it does to your back. Now a strong leaning is just on the shoulder blade, so the rest of the back will be very affected by, now the leaning is mostly there. And what happens to the head now? How you feel the shoulder blade, what is doing the left shoulder blade now? Yeah, it's pressing to the floor, but what happens when you let go? Where is the shoulder blade going when you let go the pressure? How you feel your chest, the right, the left side. Okay, leave it alone, lengthen your legs, rest. stand your legs again. And bring your left hand to touch your right clavicle. So the clavicle is this bone that goes from the right shoulder to the sternum. So it's pretty long. So you may need your whole hand to touch near the shoulder and near the sternum. So the clavicle is, Eleni, is this bone here, going from here. So you touch, and you have the hand there just to feel the movement. And just bring the right shoulder forward and back to its place and see how it moves the clavicle. Near the shoulder, near the sternum, you can feel all along the clavicle.
Glydos, yes, it's Greek word.
Okay.
Glydos.
Glytos. And then start to press now with the right shoulder into the floor and see, and then let go and see how the clavicle is moving. Feel it with the hand. What happens near the shoulder, near the sternum. And remove the hand, the left hand from there, and just bring the right shoulder to the floor, press the floor, then to go forward. And feel your whole right and left sides. The left shoulder is doing something when you press the right shoulder into the floor. And when the right shoulder is going forward, what is doing the head? And leave it alone. Take a rest. Stand your legs. And now bring the two shoulders forward and back to rest. Two shoulders forward and back to rest. And there is many things you can observe. You can observe the movement of the shoulder blades themselves. You can observe the head, the spine, the leaning of the back, the rib cage. two shoulders going forward, and then let go the action and they come back. And bring now the two shoulders to the floor. And see what is this other direction. Feel the rib cage, what is doing now. What is doing the head now. What happens to the neck? Is the neck coming closer to the floor or away from the floor? And the shoulder blades itself, how they are moving when they press the floor. And go forward and backwards with the two shoulders at the same time. And see, focus on the different parts. Feel your spine. Okay, leave it. Lie on your back, take a rest. Roll to come to seat. And you will sit as before with the knees to the sides and the hands behind of you, with the fingers towards your feet. And you are going to bring the two shoulders forward and backwards. See, how is this? Find that you don't push, you don't do too much effort. Somehow find a way to create a space in between your shoulders and all the rest of things inside your body so that they can easily move forward and backwards. And how is the head doing? And how is the rest doing? Observe if the leaning on the sitting bones changes. Feel the two shoulder blades. When they come closer to the spine, when they go away from the spine. Find an easy movement, doesn't matter, it's very big, but it's continuous. What happens in your chest? Two shoulders forward and backwards. And of course, anytime you can adjust a bit the placement of your hands. If it's not the best, you can always change it, try something else. Is easier to go forward or backwards with the shoulders? Okay, when it's enough, leave it, lie on your back and rest. Come to sit again. But this time the legs are not the knees to the sides, the legs are standing. The feet are standing and the knees are to the ceiling. The hands are again behind of you with the fingers towards your feet. Bring your attention to the right elbow, and you are going to bring the right elbow closer to the floor and back to here. See how you do this. Right elbow comes closer to the floor and then goes to the resting position, supporting you, standing long. So it's the right elbow coming closer to the floor, and observe how you do it. The rest of your body can do anything to support. So nobody said the left elbow has to be long all the time or things like that. And see what your head is doing. Your eyes can be closed or open as you want, but where are you looking? At the beginning of the movement and at the end? You're looking at the same place or to different place? What is your sternum? If you had an eye in the sternum, where are you looking? At the end of the movement with the sternum. The feet are apart. The feet are comfortably apart one another. Okay, try next with the left elbow. Let's see if it's easier to bring the left elbow closer to the floor. The fingers are towards the feet. If not, you cannot bend the elbow with the fingers away from you. So the left elbow wants to come closer to the floor. And what is the rest of your body doing at the beginning, at the end, in the middle? It's quite a long traject. And you, for sure, you are now rolling on the sitting bones. Your chest, your face, where you are looking at. Okay, take a rest. Come to the same position. The legs are standing, leaning on your hands behind of you with the fingers towards your feet. And you are going to choose the elbow which was easier to come to the floor. And this time I will ask you to really touch the floor with the elbow. So find a way that you can lean on this elbow on the floor. Choose the one who was easier. You go and you come back and observe your head and your eyes all along this journey. And when you are with the elbow on the floor, you will continue the journey of your gaze. You open your eyes and you start to travel your gaze around wherever is okay, connected to the position, so that the act of looking somewhere will help the position to be more comfortable. Okay, so you stay for a while leaning on one elbow and you travel with your gaze around. It feels good. And you see what you are looking. Because it makes a difference if you just travel blind or if you really see something. And when you see this interest, it's not a strong focus maybe, but yeah, and sometimes you look close, sometimes you look far, and how the act of looking is helping the position. Do you know what do you see and how it affects the position, leaning on the elbow, and looking here and there? And then when it's enough, you come to sit and then you do with the other elbow. And this is something that a baby or a child could be playing this game. They found themselves suddenly on the elbow and then start to look, and everything is interesting for a baby. Just a lot of dust on the floor and the fact that it's interesting make it more manageable, the posture. So see, you observe with your eyes and you observe your body as well, and your body how it's connected to the eyes, how the posture is connected to your gaze. Just it's a game, you know the rules, and the one who makes effort or is not comfortable lose. Okay, when you think it's enough, leave it, lie on your back and rest. Come to sit again. In the same position, with the legs standing, the hands behind of you, with the fingers towards your feet. And now bring the two elbows to the floor at the same time and then standing up. So see how is it? And yeah, maybe one arrives first. So it's always the same one coming first. Reaching the floor first and then to go up is always the same one coming first. See if you can be more equal in reaching the floor. Try to be that. See if you can go with the two elbows at the same time to the floor. Yeah, maybe at the end you fall. Then you can, okay, I bring one a bit before, not to fall. That part of the journey they go together. And next time you stay there with the elbows on the floor and the legs standing. You are leaning on the two elbows on the floor and the face is looking at the horizon in front of you. This is to the sea. And here, bring your two shoulders forward and backwards. The legs are standing and the face is always looking at the horizon in front of you. You don't move the head. You are always looking at the sea. Okay, leave it, lie on your back. Come to sit. This time you sit with the knees to the sides and the hands behind of you with the fingers towards your feet. The fingers towards your feet. We are sitting with the knees to the sides, the fingers towards your feet. And make circles with your head. And see how you do circle slow, enjoying, trying to make smooth these different parts that are difficult. How can you be there? How can this place be comfortable? Maybe if something changed, so observe your whole body. How you use your hands on the floor how the change of the sitting bones also helps you to be with the head somewhere here and there. And when you are with the head on the right, on the sitting bones will be different than the head to the left, because the head is very heavy. And see if you can lean a bit on the shoulder when you are on the side, and then you let the head fall behind of you and lean on the other shoulder, and then the head falls in front of you. You reverse direction whenever you want. And how you use your hands, how the chest is moving, the sternum. Slow. When the chest goes forward and up, when it sinks down and back, feel your spine. How you breathe. Don't hold the breath. And when you think it's enough, leave it, lie on your back. What you feel now as you rest. Gently roll to the side to come to sit and to stand. Observe what you feel in standing after what you have done. And when you feel like start to walk. okay. Feel your legs lying on the floor long.